Here I
That
come,
made Jet
here
Magazine.
I come, here I go.
Hey.
Come on, let's get started. You know what's up, so.
I
Yes!
can make you dance.
If you want me to.
What?
Yes! You know I love that show.
Man, Keke, you the best, man.
Yo, how
Hey,
did you
Keke.
pull that off? You come from In Living Color, and then you executive produce, you put on your own show, you found a way to put the singing and the acting and the comedy together and give yourself a bit of a narrative. Like, what was
Man.
how'd you do that?
I never had a white boss. I know that sounds weird. I never had a white boss when it came to my artistic expression.
Break that down for the folks.
Meaning this, all the authenticity came from this black dude from New York. His name was Keenen Ivory Wayans. So Keenen Ivory Wayans, yeah. So when I imagine going on to the set of In Living Color. So I go into the set of In Living Color, it was all black everything. That tripped me out. It was black writers, it was black performers. I smelled somebody. I said, "What's that?" She said, "That's smothered chicken." I said, "What's that?" "The craft service." What? And Keenan said, "This is how I run it." So from that, I never had to second guess anything, and everything that we did was water cooler. And Keenan said, "This is what I'm gonna teach you. If you ain't great, don't do it." He said, "If you ain't," it's because as a black performer, if you're not great, you're not. I said, he said, because we gonna grade you harder. Yeah. So on In Living Color, it was 23 minutes of programming, and Keenan ran that to the point to where he was tough, but he had to be, because imagine.
He had to.
First of all, I'm funny as I was the 8th funniest person. Tommy Davidson, David Allen Greer, Kelly Cofield, all 39 Wayans. I mean, it was just Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
You know that So having Keenan teach me how to be serious about comedy. We would come in and be like, "Man, Keenan, man, the writers ain't writing good enough." Keenan like, "No, they writing good. Y'all just lazy. Get on your feet." And he would work everything out. And he said, "Don't ever sell anything short. Get it all." So by the time I got to the Jamie Foxx Show, I was actually wound up too tight because everybody on In Living Color was a killer.
Yeah.
While on the Jamie Foxx Show, these were young ladies and men who had never done this. So I was like, get everything. And so I had to teach them. I had to teach Braxton. I had to teach Garcelle how to get to it, right? But because Keenen Ivory Wayans taught me the way to preserve the funny in a black way, it reverberated to everything. Yeah. And so that way when I was on it, I said, "No, I know this works." Yeah. Because when you would get a note, I said, no. Keenan taught me this. And Keenan may not, I hope he gets a chance to see this because we haven't spoken in a long time. But he really taught me something that I hold to this, I tell her, to this day, I know how to get it. I know how to get it. I say my hunches ain't great, but I know
you can execute.
I know how to execute it. And that came from a black family in New York who was doing crazy numbers and birthed J-Lo, Jim Carrey, everybody. And then when we got to the Jamie Foxx
Super Bowl
show,
halftime show.
The first. So Keenen Ivory Wayans said, "We're going to do a halftime show." Like, "What you mean?" He said, "During the halftime show, they got this bull. We're going to do our show." And that was the first ever have. So I learned from someone great who was fearless in our business. Keenan didn't take no. And what I mean by that is, and I hope I can speak freely on this.
You can, yeah.
Keenan in Hollywood at that time as a black man, that was unheard of.
Yes.
And what I mean is, Keenan had some where his go in his dressing room, but he had 2 big security guards in front of his dressing room. Big black dudes from New York.
Okay.
So people would come up, the network would come up to give notes, and the big dude said, "What's that?" No, Keenan not seeing nobody right now. But we're with the network.
No.
We're with the network. Yeah, I get all that, but Keenan not seeing nobody right now. Could you let? No, we're not doing that. And so they would make the network stand over here, and Keenan, Keenan's 6'4".
Yeah.
So he would walk out, clothes on, and walk right past him. They couldn't give him no notes. And all that you saw was him pushing the envelope and pushing and pushing. At one point, we were doing this sketch where I had a dead dog. And animal rights was like, "Yo, you got to get a faker dog.
Because he looked too real.
He looked too real. So Keenan had a fake dog, and they would put it in. It didn't look like a dog, but while they was there watching, yeah, the dog. And they leave. He put. He was just.
Wow.
He was just. And then something got funky because he was too powerful. He was too powerful. Something got funky, and they snatched the show from him.
I wonder how that happened.
I
gotta
don't
talk
know.
to Keenan, man. I've been wanting to talk to him.
Yeah,
see
but
if he comes
what
sit down
happened?
with me.
What happened was they I don't know if they self-syndicated each other. It was weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just know it got funky, and then all of a sudden he leaves the show. So when I got to the Jamie Foxx Show, and we hired all of these writers, I see a dude, a brother. I said, "Man, you funny, man. Come write on my show." He said, "I don't know how to turn on a computer. We'll help you with that. We'll help you with that. But I need that kind of funny." And so we would teach him how to do it, and then we needed
turn a computer. That's crazy.
then we needed a woman's point of view, a black woman's point of view. So I hired Mara Brock.
Mara Brock Akil. Yo, that's crazy.
So Mara Brock is on the show, and I told all the dudes, I said, "Hey man, there's too much testosterone in here.
Too much dudes."
And Mara came in and leveled that. And then she went on to do everything she did.
Mara's
that
iconic
all came
to this
from the
day.
Jamie Foxx Show.